Alright, it's really smoky out. I'm gonna head over to Redmond if I can make it. And wow, I am leaking faster and faster with this hydraulics. I'm gonna have to really seriously look into a mechanic. It's getting pretty bad. I can't show it on the road here with this, but yeah, I guess just start out here and take off. I sat here, what, 2 or 3 days, and it's a lot of leaking. In 2 spots. That's really strange. Oh, I think I know why I can't hear very well. I got the sunroof open. That might be a factor. MK? I didn't see MK. Oh man. Well, Columbia looks more familiar. So I'm a little nervous about this car falling apart. It's definitely in need of work. And it's more difficult to find mechanics now. $3 every ad. And then I'm told that I shouldn't be placing ads anyway. And if they're gonna be real mechanics, you know. Oh man, do I go straight? I think I go straight. I could be wrong. Yeah, I want to get out of this haze though. And it's hard to say how long it'll last around this city. The turns look pretty easy to follow, but something weird could come up. Yeah, and because it's more of a dry climate, I really needed to wash this windshield better. My windshield is, oh man. Wow, that's pretty neat. Bunch of kayaks on a display. Wow, an old wagon. I never really went this way, I guess. I haven't been everywhere. Dog park off to the right. Yeah, I think I just follow this until I get to the highway. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Let's see what the maps say. Oh, the maps are going to take forever to turn on. And I got a vehicle behind me. Oh my God! Oh, it crashed! My directions just crashed. Time to panic. Time to really panic. I gotta get the directions right. Okay, so it's a one-way. Is that bicycler gonna... Oh no! Alright, I'm heading towards the highway, hoping that there is a turn. I gotta deal with all these other cars. It looks like there is a turn. I just need to choose the north. So they got to be clear about the north. Which way to the north? Redmond, straight ahead it says. Klamath Falls is very curious. I wonder if Klamath Falls is like this. Huh? Oh, Redmond. Wow, look at that. Redmond is over there. Okay. I was thinking I needed to take a left. Maybe that was because I was looking at different directions. So now I'll be getting on the highway, and my car cannot break down on the highway. It's not allowed. Alright, this is the straight shot. Now it's a long distance from here. I have to wonder if it's the temperature fluctuations that are really causing my brake fluid to leak out faster. I have to wonder that. Okay, what's the speed here? I know my turn is on a veterans road, and I should see the Fred Meyers. I was thinking I'll just park at Fred Meyers and hope for the best. Look at this. It's all so hazy. You can barely see the mountains because of that smoke. I figured if I was gonna go park near the library, it's still gonna be smoky, and apparently it very much is. Definitely, it's a motivation to get out of the city now. Because I was debating on staying another day or two, but now I'm thoroughly convinced, just get out. I don't want to deal with all this smoke. It smelled good at the start, but now it's just annoying. But you know, imagine if I did not have this car, then I would have to deal with it, because leaving would be at such a slow pace. COCC next right. I've never seen COCC, and I don't want to pronounce it. Revere Avenue downtown. Some kind of weird arches on the left. Not really a part of the highway, but now kind of a part of the highway. So these guys up ahead are hitting their brakes way too much. And then I got this guy slipping in so he could get in right in front of me and start tapping his brakes. I'm trying to give them distance for their brake tapping, and then I got people slipping in so that I have less of a distance. That's a little annoying. I kind of wanted to get on that hill. That's the thing, I was like interested in bicycling around, but I'm not about to do that in this haze. I'd sooner leave. I definitely need to get the car worked on though. Wow, that leak is fast and furious. That is a heck of a leak. I gotta really seriously look into this. No $300 work. I'm gonna have to pay double that again. I could have settled on that $300, but oh man, whatever. And I also got to say that the the YouTube AdSense hasn't paid out yet. It's been pretty consistent on the 20th, and it makes me wonder if the courts are garnishing my wages. I didn't see that in any records, but they could be sneaky like that, I suppose. They know that YouTube is paying AdSense, so maybe they filed a garnishment for that parking ticket, and YouTube might be holding everything for that garnishment. And then the jaywalking tickets, it's like $200. So YouTube might be garnishing that. I don't know how they would do that. Just take it all at once? If, you know, being Coos County, they probably do take it all at once. They probably want to disrupt your life as much as possible. Man, it's just amazing how bad counties can get. It's like they just start really hating the public, but the public hates each other, and it's just become the culture. It doesn't seem like people hate each other too much around Bend. I think climate might have a lot to do with it, and just general location. Soggy weather makes for soggy attitudes. Grimy, soggy. But the dry, I mean, the dry has its downturns as well, because we got all this smoke and lows already. All right, so there's this Lowe's, and then there's another Lowe's. God damn it! I just can't. There's a lot of brake checking on the highway. I'm not really interested in hitting my brakes every 5 seconds. It's rush hour, so getting out of Bend is a benefit. Get away from all this rush hour business. Grandview Drive, Clawson Drive. I'm hoping the city north is okay. It looks like it is. There's like 3 food banks, so it must be pretty big. And then there's nothing for a long distance north of that. I may have to come back to Bend if I find a mechanic in Bend. I didn't seriously look around, as I should have. I just wanted to wait for the leak to get to the point where I couldn't stand it anymore. All right, so yeah, I have my roof open, my sunroof, and some good air circulation there. Alright, the smoke is clearing just a little bit, but it's still kind of bad. Taxidermy. Oh, man. Patty Adair. B&R Auto Wrecking. Imagine, without my car, I'd have to walk this, I guess. Try to find a local bus. I'd rather not pay for the bus. You really have to prepare to travel from city to city without a car. Because these long distances, I would need at least 5 gallons of water, at least. And I'd probably want to consider that life straw, just in case I run out. I definitely need wheels of some kind. Everything is designed for wheels. So just a lot of trees and not the tallest of trees. Is that snow? There might be frost on the ground still. You can see a lot of mountains. I'm in that Cascade range. I think I'll be dropping elevation. I think I'll be dropping it. So it looks like it's supposed to be a lot hotter in Redmond. Around Bend, you got some nice cool weather. The air is clearing up now. Get out of Bend. Yeah, I didn't see that warning before. For the controlled burn. There's people living in the forest. You want to like work on a controlled burn around the forest, around these areas too. They're gonna get kind of vulnerable. That came as a surprise though. There was a news report of 2 days ago that there was visible activity, but then another news report said that they just started on Sunday. So that 2 days ago one is kind of weird. A controlled burn. Active on a Monday morning. There's a lot to see around Bend still, but whatever, I don't need to see everything. I can't be driving everywhere. The car's falling apart. Oh, Jesus. Really approaching this guy too fast. And then he'll tap his brakes. 2 cars on the side of the highway with stickers. Wow. My car is going to be like that. Huge solar farm. I don't know if I can really pick this up on video. That's a big solar farm off to the right. So the sun faces behind stronger, because those are fixed. All aspects next to the Rod and Gun Club. Of goats on the left. Yeah, the further north you go, the more vegetation. Humfleet goats. So there's goats on the right. It could be the same owner. It's hard to say. Eggs, rocks and minerals, thunder eggs, agate. Yeah, those are kind of a novelty. Hay for sale. So people are trying to conduct business on the side of the road. jump. It's probably because I'm losing brake fluid too fast now. So before the clutch can go out, I'm going to lose my brake fluid. I'm going to have to... Maybe that's how the engineers wanted to design it. You can see the mountain off in the distance, wherever it's located. That's pretty neat looking. Snow-topped mountains. Could be part of the Sisters network. Several of those. Yeah, this Word of Victory Church. This air has been so dry, I've been having some bloody noses. Don't drive sober, save lives. Yeah, this blood is really coming out. Like, wow. It's as much as snot. At least I can control my bloody nose in Eugene. Around here I'm bleeding so much. World War II Veterans Historic Highway. World War III. Okay, I think I'm in the city. Yep. That's past the fairgrounds on the right. I'm pretty confident that my blue dot should show up in Redmond. Okay, I might have to turn on an exit. But it didn't seem like that. Southwest Veterans Way is my left. I'm thinking I just want to stay on the left-hand lane then. And there's probably a drop in speed limit. Yep, 40 miles an hour. I bet it's a major road too. I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible and just choose the Fred Meyers off of this Veterans Road. So now I'll be further north than Boise, because Boise looked like it was on the Boise looked like it was on the same latitude as Bend. I found that interesting looking at the map. They were like aligned with each other. Eugene, Bend, Boise. They're all on like the same latitude. It's kind of neat. And I remember how hot Boise could get in the summertime. Bend may not be as bad, but it could get bad too. I want to get further north, but then I'm going to have to make that means I just have to make a bigger jump south. Safeway on the left. So that's a pretty good option. Let's see, when you enter Safeway, I don't see any regulation for parking. Fred Meyer, next left on Veterans Way. Is this Veterans Way? This could be Veterans Way. Hey! I can't, okay, yes, it is Veterans Way. Next left, yeah, there's Lowe's. It's not too incredibly far. Have I leaked so much? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, that's a line for Starbucks. I thought my clutch got spongy. I'm just dripping. No, taking a right to get you to Lowe's. See, I'll be happy with Fred Meyer because the library shouldn't be too far, and the library is too early for the library anyway. I got a lot of sitting around to do. Instead of hanging out in the smoke and bends, I'll just... Okay. I'll turn in here because I don't know. Right lane must turn right, yes. I'm willing to do that as long as it looks like I should be able to turn somewhere into... Yeah, Fred Meyer's is just to the left. So I'll just sort of click list. Oh, jeez. Okay, and then there's a bunch of businesses around. This is the Fred Meyer's. And there's Umpqua Bank and... Yeah, whatever, man. I'll take whatever. Whatever I can get. Umpqua. This is kind of a narrow... Alright, I'm gonna have to check my fluids. This is very concerning.